In this video I will show you the top 4 paragraph cover letter example that gets you the job interview. This example is perfect in terms of format, content and structure. Now if you like to download matching resume and cover letter templates, then check out the link in the description for more information. I will also guide you through the whole process of making this cover letter in Microsoft Word, whilst giving you great cover letter tips that prove to be effective for many of my viewers. Now without further ado, let's start making this example. Now if you don't have Microsoft Word, no worries, you can do exactly the same using a free software called Google Docs. Just check out my other tutorial for more information. Now first I want to add a shape to the header area. Now if you want to, you can use some theme colors or a gradient style. However, I would recommend you to avoid overly bright colors, unless it matches the company's style, or of course if you apply for some sort of graphic design position. Now as you can see, there are many variations possible. I choose to keep it simple, so I select no fill and no outline. Okay, let me close this menu so we can start adding all the necessary contact information to the header area. This includes your name and surname. You can bold highlight it and increase the font size to make it stand out. Now I would say that 24 looks fine, and then we center the title. Let's zoom in a bit. Underneath we add the city and state, a vertical line in between, then your email address. Remove the hyperlink by pressing Command or Ctrl Z, then we add the phone number. And at last your LinkedIn address. I've made a video on how to make a great LinkedIn profile, even when you don't have a lot of experience. Make sure to check that one out as well. Underneath I like to add a horizontal line. Just enter some of these minus symbols and press enter. Let's adjust and reshape the text box. Okay, that's alright. Now as you can see, we need to detach the cursor from the text box. Press the spacebar once and then the enter button. Next up we include the date. Underneath we enter the hiring manager's name and job title, followed by, in this case, the coffee company's information. As for the salutation, we write Dear Mr. Marshall. Now if it concerns a woman, you need to write Dear Miss Marshall. And if the recipient is a married woman, you can write Mrs. as the abbreviation. In case you don't know the reader's gender, then I would suggest you to write the full name, as in Dear Name, Surname. Now if you can't, after thorough research, find any contact information, you can write Dear Hiring Manager. Now some of you need to write a cover letter as part of a school assignment. In that case, you most likely need to write a traditional American English cover letter. Well then this is the format and structure you should adopt. For British English, you need to put the contact information and date on the right side. Put the day of the month first, followed by the month, and exclude the comma. Underneath you can see that the subject is included in the British English letter. Well, that's because it's commonly used in the UK, but usually left out in the US. For American usage, the month is placed first, followed by the day of the month, and you need to insert a comma between the day and year. We also include a dot after the abbreviation MR or MS, but for British English you can leave it out. Now in the first paragraph, also called the introduction, you need to answer 3 questions. What position are you applying for? Where you found the vacancy? And why you? The why should hook the reader so they keep on reading. Now, if applicable to your situation, you might need to answer at which establishment you would like to work, or in the case of an internship, when you are able to start, plus the duration of your internship, just like you see in this example. Now by including this information, you not only drag the reader's attention, but it also proves your attention to detail and your communication skills. Now in the second paragraph, you briefly introduce yourself, followed by a motivation for, in this case, working at a coffee company and promoting a certain product or service. Now show that you did your research and are genuinely interested. You can do so by answering questions like, what triggers you to work as a, followed by a job title you are interested in, and or, why do you specifically want to join their company? Use this paragraph to evoke emotion and keep their attention. Now in the third paragraph, you need to like this video if you like what you see so far. It really does encourage me to keep on making these kind of videos for you. And if you have any questions so far, don't hesitate and leave a comment in the comment sections down below. Okay, now let's continue. You need to match your qualifications to the job requirements. Now don't list all of the information like you do in your resume, but instead provide context. Speaking of making a resume, don't forget to check out my video on how to create a perfect resume. You can find a link in the description. Now let's see. Reiterate what you have to offer, demonstrate that you have what's required for the position, and most importantly, share an accomplishment that proves you can deal with the daily duties mentioned in the vacancy description. Now if you can give a quantifiable result, like in this example, it's even better. In the last paragraph you can inform the reader about your willingness to further discuss your candidacy and a specific topic to reinforce your genuine interest. Refer the reader to your resume and/or other documents and include your phone number and email address so they can easily reach out to you. At last, don't forget to thank the reader for taking their time to review your cover letter and close in a compelling way, so kind or best regards, followed by your name and surname. You can also write sincerely. Yours sincerely is British, and Americans tend to reverse the order and write sincerely yours. Nowadays, sincerely is a common and an acceptable close for American cover letters. You can also write yours faithfully, which can be used when the recipient is not addressed by name, as in Dear Hiring Manager. It is a British usage, and yours truly is the American equivalent. Now keep your cover letter short, concise and to the point. I would suggest you to pick in between the 250 and 400 words, so it remains brief and informative at the same time. You can find the word count over here. Also, I personally like to justify the text. I think it looks better. Now I also want to emphasize the importance of properly sending your cover letter and save the file accordingly. So name, surname, cover letter. That way, the reader will know that it is yours without even opening the file. Now unless instructed otherwise, save your cover letter as a PDF or Word document attached to the email. Okay, now keep in mind that all these little things prove your attention to detail and can make the difference between getting that job or not. Okay, so that's it for this video, and I'm curious if it helped you out. If so, leave an emoji with glasses. And I'm actually even more curious if you got a call back. So leave an emoji with sunglasses if you got an invitation to a job interview. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Other than that, thanks again for watching and see you next time. Bye!